I have been suffering second and third degree chemical burns on pretty much every part of my body. I'm desperate. I am desperate here. We need answers.
The disaster put that tight-knit community on a list of towns with major health disasters, like Flint, Michigan. And like Flint, East Palestine has drawn the support from activists fighting to make sure its residents don't get forgotten. One of them is famed environmental advocate Erin Brockovich. She first visited East Palestine just weeks after the derailment last February. Her message then to the community: you are not alone. And she's held true to that, relentlessly pushing for justice for East Palestine over the past year. Erin Brockovich joins me now. Erin, great to have you back on the show. So $600 million is a lot of money. Is it enough to hold Norfolk Southern accountable?
You know, it's interesting that's the first question that you asked me, because I did a tweet about this morning, and if you can indulge me for a quick second, I actually want to read something to you from the film Erin Brockovich. So before you come back here with another lame offer, I want to ask you to think real hard about what your spine is worth, Mr. Walker, or what might someone expect you to pay for having your uterus removed, Mr. Sanchez. And it goes on to say, you know, the money never makes the people whole. We're missing the mark here and thinking that in a litigation, just giving people money makes it right, because they continue and will continue to suffer. So no, $600 million isn't enough. What is enough to restore these people's health and welfare?
What should Norfolk Southern be doing? Clearly, they're making this settlement because they want all these cases to go away. And, you know, to most of America, $600 million sounds like a massive sum of money until you do the division and you figure out that that works out to about $6,000 per person who is impacted by this derailment. And as you can see, we're showing the video right now, the burning of these toxic chemicals that sent fumes into the air.
Well, you know, I've been doing this for 30 years, and I've clearly seen that these settlements, you know, are intended to help in some way get some justice or these families back on track. But companies like Norfolk, we're missing the bigger picture here. First of all, do the right thing in the first place. And that's going to take us back to you're not having good oversight of your infrastructure, your rails. What are our regulations? What's getting deregulated? What are the policies? What are the legislative changes that we need to make for a part of the solution? For 30 years, I've watched this, where these disasters happen, a lawsuit comes in, people are never made whole, yet nothing changes. So I think for these companies, you have got to start looking at doing the right thing on the upfront before you ever get into this situation. Because at the end of the day, you're destroying lives, the land, the air, the water. We're wasting hundreds of millions of dollars that could be putting to better use for you doing the right thing, so we don't continue to have these type of disasters playing themselves out across this country for the past 30 years and into the future. Guess what? It's not working. And
you said, actually, that you got sick when you visited East Palestine last fall. Do you still have symptoms?
I do. And again, honestly, this couldn't have been a better moment to have an interview, because when I'm done, I'm going back to my eye doctor. So I've been exposed on these toxic sites many, many times. One of the first times I went out there, I actually talked to CNN about it. I'm like, you should move your crews away from here. They're aerating the water. You can smell it. You can feel it. But we continue to just disregard that. And I think we need to be very careful when we show up unprotected, not to send a false message, because those people are being exposed. I was being exposed. I'm dealing with another eye injury. My lacrimal glands were burned off. These people who are continuing to be there, they're being left like just ducks sitting in a tree waiting for the disaster to hit them again, and it will. So that's part of why I didn't continue to go back out there, because I was being exposed and was impacting my health.
Yeah. And by the way,
I can't imagine what they're going through having to sit there.
They're there day in, day out. That's where they live, some of them for their entire lives.
Absolutely.
Erin Brockovich, thanks for staying on this story and continuing to advocate for those folks out there. Got a powerful voice in this community.
They deserve more and they deserve better. They really do. And I feel bad, and frankly, I'm ashamed of our agencies that haven't been there for them, that have failed them. And we just think it's okay to throw them some money, and hopefully their life and their health will get better. It's upsetting.
Thanks so much for watching. Go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.